Alright guys, so I've been making some random videos lately, but today someone's writing on my Skype. But today I want to make a real talk video. It's basically it. Today I want to talk about two things. As you can see, I made like this sketch right here because whenever I make videos I tend to get like sidetracked and I get to talk about loads of different shit, like jump to several ideas. So I made like this little sketch right here so I don't forget what the fuck I'm trying to say. Alright, so there are two concepts I want to talk about. Basically, first is ASC and the second one is ASV. Now you're like, yo Mirch, what the fuck are you talking about? It's easy, man. I'm gonna teach you today how to be awesome. I know, like you're probably thinking like, Mirch, you're not awesome. You're not awesome. How can you teach us how to be awesome if you're not awesome? Well, that's the thing, Being awesome is an individual thing that everybody has its own standards, and everybody thinks differently about these things. But I think there's some concepts. I found some concepts that can be taken into consideration wherever the fuck you are. Alright, so the first thing, ASC, yeah? It's called ASC. It's called Awesome Self-Character. Alright, now what is this awesome self-character? Basically, it's you build this character, yeah? You take the character, you build an awesome character, and then you try to become like this character. Now this may be sounding tricky because you're probably going like, but Mirch, I don't want to be someone else. I want to act like myself. Yeah, just hear me out, and then I'll come back to that. Because, basically what I'm trying to say by ASC is you look into movies, games, music, whatever the fuck you want, people that you consider awesome. And you start to think, yeah? You start to think, and you're thinking, dude, why is that guy awesome? Why is he awesome? What makes him so awesome? What does he do that makes him so awesome? That's basically, you gotta think, you analyze stuff, yeah? You analyze, look, I write this, like analyzing, I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, paper's all fucked up because I took a shower, that's why my hair is wet. It's not because I was tapping your mom, though that does happen when I'm tapping your mom. So yeah, you analyze situations, you analyze why is something funny, why is something not funny, and then you try to be more like that. You try, at least, well maybe not really try to act like that, but you gotta know what is good and what is bad. If you know what is good and what is bad, then that's all good. That's all good. It's all good. I'm moving to my next point. Another thing that makes some people awesome is knowing when to start and when to stop. Now what do I mean by this? Like, no, you gotta know when to stop. You make a joke, you say it, everybody laughs, and you're like this shitty person, yeah? You're like, no offense, man. No offense, yeah? Alright, so you're this shitty person, and you're like, you finally make a joke, and everybody laughs, and that doesn't happen very often to you. So you make a joke, and then you're so proud of your joke because everybody laughs, that you say it again. And again. And the fourth time. And by the time you say it another time, nobody gives a shit about it anymore. And then everybody's gonna think you're a fucking retard. And now you don't want that. Because being a fucking retard does not mean you're awesome. So you gotta know when to stop. You don't want to make the same jokes. You don't want to say the joke to everybody. You wanna analyze why was the joke funny. The same joke might not be funny in some contexts, and it may be funny in other contexts. So you gotta like analyze and know what is good and what is bad. Again, you gotta know when to stop, but you also gotta know when to start making jokes. You can't just make jokes if someone is down, as like he's depressed or some shit, he wants to cut himself. You can't just go like talking about cutting yourself, I cut a salami, shit like that. That's not gonna work. That's not funny. That's not even funny. That I don't even know if that's ever gonna be funny in any context. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Another thing I wanted to talk about is being straight about your thoughts. That's what I wrote here. Basically what I'm trying to say about this, be straight with your thoughts, is don't be a faggot. Alright? Don't be a faggot. Nobody likes faggots. Now I'm not saying faggot as in gay, because it's okay if you like people of the same sex, I'm okay with that. Just don't be a faggot. I hate faggots. Like, be straight. Don't go lying shit. Like, oh, does this dress make me look fat? And you're like, I think it's okay, but the color does not suit with your eyes, and but you know, it doesn't bother me, but I don't think you look that good. Blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up. I hate you, bitch. I don't like the dress. There you go. There you go. Okay, now some people might hate you because of this, but it's part of being awesome. In my opinion, it's part of being awesome if you manage to express your thoughts in a thorough way. If you manage to explain yourself without having to bullshit around. I find that really awesome. Now this may get you a lot of hate, so you gotta be careful. Again, that's why you gotta think. You gotta think what is good, what is bad, what situation, blah 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 blah, all the shit that I explained before. And yeah, for those of you faggots who are like, yo, Mirch, you said you gotta know when to stop, but why didn't you stop? You know, 30 seconds in the video, you should have stopped because this shit sucks. Well, fuck you, huh? You suck, huh? You suck, because if my shit sucks, then why are you still watching this, huh? Why are you still watching this, huh? So you suck because you got a boring life and you need to go outside and like, or maybe inside or wherever the fuck you are. You gotta go the other place and find some activities that consume your time instead of watching this bullshit ass video that, you know, some of you might not need. I think even if you know most of these things that I'm talking about, it's quite crucial to know in order to become, well, maybe not an amazing person, but you know, better. So yeah, anything else I wanted to say about ASC? I don't know. Again, people say that, you know, I don't want to be like someone else. I want to be myself. Yeah, no problem. But you gotta know, if, for example, that person is awesome, he's awesome because that, and I'm not saying you gotta copycat him. Like, you gotta be exactly like him. No, you can take what makes him awesome, his jokes, his humor, his sense of humor. You don't have to copy him, but you learn from that. That's what life is all about. Learning shit from other people. Most important, I think, about being awesome is thinking. I think if you think, see what I did there? I think if you think, no, it's serious. If you think a lot about anything and you don't waste your time like not thinking about shit, just going through them. Of course, there are people who do that and they're perfectly fine. But most of the times, if you think about shit, you're gonna become more awesome. Alright, so the second thing I wanted to talk about is ASV. That stands for Awesome Shit Vlog, which is my vlog, because it's pretty awesome and there's loads of shit on my vlog. So I'll be making like a lot of troll videos. You know, occasionally my regular dance and gaming videos, but my gaming videos, they take some time to make because, you know, they take time. Dancing videos I'll post every now and then. Some dancing videos. I'm even thinking of starting some breakdancing. And let me know what you think about that, if you want me to see only like the big shit, like the epic montages, but that's gonna take like half a year maybe to, because, you know, I need to get better, I need to start, I suck at it. Anyway, then you're gonna have my retarded videos, because I love being retarded sometimes, well, most of the times, actually I'm a retard, yeah, anyway, and then you're gonna have this kind of videos, I like to call them real talk, you know, it's real talk with Mirch pro-life tips. Look, first pro-life tip, if you watch till here, you deserve this pro-life tip. I don't remember who told me this, if I saw it in a movie or a friend told me about it, or I thought about it myself, I don't remember, but like, #1 rule, it's not awkward unless you make it awkward. So yeah, probably made it awkward right now. Anyway, yeah. So this is my #1 real talk videos, first in series. I'm probably gonna make some more of this. If you have any ideas, just don't be afraid to tell them, and I'll talk about them, say whatever the fuck I'm thinking, and that's kind of about it for this video. This is Mirch real talk #1, how to be awesome. Thank you for your time. Peace.